My name is Matt Meehan. I'm the Dean of Students here at Christian Brothers Academy. I'm charged with supporting our young men in their ethical development, helping them to move towards the development of a Christian character. I hope you'll enjoy this new video. It will focus on our rich mission here at CBA as well as our traditions. Enjoy. So if I were to talk a little bit about what we really want for a man of this academy, as we refer to our juniors and seniors, by the time they graduate, is to reach the best version of themselves. If I were to explain how that authentically happens at CBA, I would have to start by mentioning the purpose that our founder, St. John Baptist de La Salle, born in 1651, what he saw as the purpose of a Christian education. And he suggested very simply, but at the same time powerfully, the purpose of a Christian education is that our students have both a human education and Christian formation. So a human and a Christian education. What does that really mean? The two are interrelated but have distinct components. A Lasallian education is an education where a young man is asked to, number one, begin to identify his God-given gifts and talents, to develop those gifts and talents. As he moves on through a Christian Brothers school like CBA, to start to link those gifts and talents that he's recognizing and honing through his academic work, through his extracurriculars, as Mrs. Zablewski will talk about, to begin to link to them to a possible understanding of his passion, what he's starting to see by junior and senior year, what he may want to pursue and become after he leaves the academy. We want our young men ultimately to exit CBA, not only, of course, intellectually developed, but to understand that intellect in and of itself may or may not contribute to society. We want our boys to become young men so that when they leave, they use those gifts and talents to be of service to the greater society. In reality, Lasallian education here at Christian Brothers Academy is going to suggest to you from day one that discipline rather is a gift from God, one of the greatest gifts from God. And you might say to me, Mr. Meehan, how is that possible? It's possible because when you develop self-discipline, as certainly your parents can tell you first and foremost, when you develop self-discipline, you will reach those God-given passions, those God-given hopes and dreams that I mentioned at the beginning of my intro.
As Mr. Meehan said, part of a Lasallian education is educating the whole person. And that is definitely part of our student life programs. You can come onto our campus at any time, before school, after school, on the weekends, and there's something happening here. We have before school workouts, we have before school club meetings, we even have before school classes. And the same is true after school. It is a very vibrant, exciting place to be at all hours of the day, and all times of the year. I mean, it's been a little bit different throughout our last couple months, but generally you can find things happening, from January all through. If you look at the different categories of student activities, you can see where they address the mind, the body, and the spirit. If you look at our competitive academic activities, and I'm not going to list these, I know there's a slide coming up that has them all for you to see, but those activities are going to be things that are going to build on what you're learning in the classroom. So, future business leaders, the Model UN, mock trial, those are just a few of the competitive academic activities that we offer at CBA to our students. We also have activities that are social and cultural. So it's a place for students to get to know each other and spend time together. We have activities that are service-based. CBA has what we call the Brother Joseph Miggins Service Program. And this is really so important to all of us here on campus. And it is always amazing how many students far exceed the minimum number of hours. Even during the recent coronavirus stay-at-home order, I had students emailing me to say, what can we do? I saw this. Can we raise money and bring lunches to healthcare workers? Is there someone who needs us to help? And these are things that our students come up with. And that's how I know that this is a really successful program. Outside of service, our campus ministry department offers a wonderful retreat program all 4 years. Our seniors have an overnight retreat. And it really gives our young men an opportunity to reflect on their relationship with God. We also offer morning mass every day before school. We have prayer services. Our campus minister will sponsor movie series where, for example, like a Lenten movie series. So there's an opportunity to connect movies to different times of the year. And there's just so many opportunities to be a part of our spiritual life on campus through our campus ministry office. You're going to step onto this campus as classmates. You're going to be members of your class. By the time you leave here, you will be brothers. And that's what the t-shirt says. Classmates today, brothers forever. And that's one of the things that we really take very seriously, that we promote the development of those bonds.